Howdy. Yeah, this is maybe a little bit a different topic video. But I was watching Adapt 2030 today, and it made me think. So I started to check something out. Why are purple flags so rare? The short answer: sea snails. Believe it or not, the reason there aren't any more purple flags is primarily due to sea snails. By the 19th century, the only way to produce purple dye was from an esoteric species of sea snails found only in a small part of the Mediterranean. It took 10,000 of these snails to produce just one single gram of dye. A single pound of purple dye was equivalent to $56,000 today. How's that for a terrible get-rich-quick scheme? Purple was a color worn only by wealthy elites and royalty. Queen Elizabeth herself forbade anyone except close members of the royal family to wear purple. Interestingly enough, this is still what the color symbolizes today: royalty. You'll still frequently see members of the British royal family in purple attire. The Japanese christened it imperial purple, and a 3rd century Roman emperor wouldn't allow his wife to buy a shawl made from Tyre and purple silk because it was too expensive. That's a screenshot from Adapt 2030 from the video today. I will put a link below. You should check it out. That's Larry Fink, BlackRock CEO. BlackRock is owning basically the whole world. It's one of the biggest firms there is. And his tie is purple. I don't think it might be a coincidence. But it's interesting. And whatever they're planning might be that they didn't take into account the might of our sun. It's taken about 8 minutes for light to propagate from the sun to Earth, which means a solar flare is about in 8 minutes here on Earth and gone. So, even though you would see it live, you have 8 minutes to whatever you want to do in 8 minutes. Sending the last message and wishing everyone a sunny day. Probably some even react and can answer you. So, it could be over really quickly. And it doesn't have to be the whole world without the internet, just like parts. It would be already really waking up people. Because the majority has no clue of what's going on. Really not. They just probably stand there in their yard and watch the sky and think about what's about these auroras here. We never had these kind of auroras. What's going on? It's whoa. They have no clue. They cannot ask anyone anymore who is not in talking distance. Everyone more than 200 meters away from you won't hear you, probably, or understand. I suggest everyone to just imagine this situation that the only people you can reach are basically the ones you see with your own eyes. So, whatever question you have, you probably won't get the answer anymore because maybe those people who are with you don't know the answer to that. So, it's still time to learn about things until, like, as long as we have still the possibility to use this really amazing thing like internet. Yeah, the world is or has been expanding through connecting all the people in the world, like all the knowledge got basically everyone has the whole knowledge of humanity on its palm in its hands, literally all the time through a cell phone which is connected to the internet. And I'm not just I'm talking about like first world people, like you know, there are many people who are like poor people, like a big part of the Earth's population is really poor. They don't have access to even water or food or whatever. But that just means like those people who have the possibility to watch, for example, this video. You are one of those who has the whole knowledge of the humanity in your palm. But it can be taken in an instant. So I think we really have to enjoy internet and get the most out of it as long as we still have it. Because I guess somehow the internet might be one of the first big things which will go off. And after that, it's just really about to start. By then, you should probably know about what we are dealing with and what you could probably do. But I leave it here. Uh, have a nice day. Take care. And yeah, be aware. Thanks. Bye.